Detectives head back to California with a...
Hey guys, Fozzie here. Welcome to another edition of Fozzie at Home. One of my favorite bands of all time is REM. REM is probably, not a lot of people know, had broke up, hard to believe, 4 years ago. And like, I really thought I would do a tribute video to them. REM was originally founded in January 1980 when Michael Stipe, the lead singer, met Peter Buck at a record store called Tree Records, where Peter worked. The two discovered they had similar taste in music, particularly in punk, rock, and prototype music. They liked artists like Velvet Underground, Patti Smith, and Television. Michael once said, "It turns out that I was buying to say all the records that Buck would save for himself." Michael and Peter then later met with University of Georgia students Mike Mills and Bill Berry, who had played since high school. The four of them collaborated on several songs. Then they originally would play the fourth concert back in 1980 on April 5th at a friend's birthday party at the Episcopal Church. After considering names like Twisted Kites, Cans of Piss, and Negro Waves, the band settled on REM, with Michael Stipe selected from a dictionary at random. The band members, they eventually dropped out to focus on developing the group. They dropped out of school, that's what I meant. And then they found a man named Jeff Holt, who liked the band so much he moved to North Carolina to be with them. They later on released two albums called Document and Green. Now, Green is an album I actually owned as a kid. Some of the most well-known songs on that one are Pop Song 89, Stand, and Orange Crush. Orange Crush, Peter Buck once jokingly said that he played the song so many times and he still has no idea what it's about. As far as the song, Pop Song 89, that was a pretty good one that was raised to be about being aware of the war. And then they always made one of the real well-known ones called Stand. Stand was actually a song that was inspired by bubblegummy groups. These groups such as the Banana Splits, the Monkeys, and Green Gus threw the bubblegummy songs at me and said, "I'll wave you to the one, you'll see it." And they wrote the most insane lyrics. Peter Buck said, though, without a doubt, it was the stupidest song they've ever written, though not necessarily a bad one. They later would go on to make 3 more albums. The albums that would go on to get made since then would be Out of Time, More, their debut album, as I forgot to do it, and my favorite, Automatic for the People. After that,
Tomorrow, a judge will decide the fate of 84 sheep found
Document, which would become REM's fifth album, would become the band's fourth album to sell over 1 million copies. It also features some of Stipe's most openly political lyrics, particularly on Welcome to the Occupation and Exhuming McCarthy, which were reactions to the conservative political environment in the 80s under Reagan. Document is both confident and defiant, is what the New York Times wrote in the review. That album featured The One I Love, which charted 20 in the US, UK, and Canada. By 1988, Diamond had become such the band's breakthrough game because of the Rollins' 1987 Rolling Stone. On the stupid lyrical meaning. The song, there's not a lot of stuff people know about Orange Crust. Peter Buck really once joked he still has no idea what the F it's even about, and all the time he performed it. The greatest album would be Just Around the Corner, featuring Automatic for the People. Automatic for the People was actually the CD, the album I grew up on as a kid. I can still remember being like a little kid in my car seat, going down Euclid Avenue in San Diego, hearing Sidewinder Sleeps Tonight. Its most well-known songs, Everybody Hurts and Man on the Moon, have been used in several cultures. Everybody Hurts, as you could probably tell by the title, is a song about the fact that, like, you gotta always hold on to in times of tragedy. Takes place on the freeway, on the Los Angeles freeway, as in traffic. This has been used as several parodies, and it's always a good song I feel that gets up your day. Man on the Moon, which later would become their own song, is a tribute to Andy Kaufman, with his a lot of The song is originally written as a way of saying Andy Kaufman's death was fake. But I think it has a deeper meaning than that, like believing things are possible. We all see it's a good song nonetheless. This song became so popular it later inspired a Jim Carrey movie where he played Andy Kaufman, as well as using the song on the same title as its title. Though I don't care for the movie, I will admit it was pretty fun to sing that they inspired it. Night Swimming, contrary to popular belief, is not about the band skinny dipping at night, which is kind of a relief since I don't have to picture naked Michael Stipe every time I hear it. Instead, it's a song about being free, using swimming as a way to be free, and doing it at night at a time when, like, you can't really think to yourself. A song that has deep meaning and really does it. So and the last song on that album, though not the last song on that album, the last one that gets one on is the Sidewinder Sleeps Tonight. A happy song that while its meaning never is set, always manages to give me a look to put a smile on your face with its catchy lyrics and catchy title. Okay, so REM would later go to record several more albums, but the best of compilations.
Population.
But now
Don't play this song.
Well, okay.
Okay, Ozzy.
Well, it would take a long time. Well, it would take a long time for an REM to create another album that got real well known. Its last its last fight shouldn't be forgotten. REM now sadly REM broke up back in 2000 and 2011, and it's really sad that we got a loss from them. I try to look at YouTube all the time, their old performances, but it's just not the same. Michael Stipe, though, however, did recently say that, like, you know, what Donald Trump is doing isn't fair. So I think it's safe to say we'll be seeing a lot more. So thank you guys. You have a good day.